Kaido, the world's strongest creature, was hyped up to be an invincible villain. But what if I told you that he might be the biggest letdown in the entire series? Stick around to find out why, and comment down below if you agree or disagree. Kaido's debut has got to be the best villain introduction ever. It also shows us he's too strong to die, but at the same time, he's too depressed to even want to live. This has something to be a pretty complex character, right? Kid and Hawkins' reaction, and even the narrator shows us immediately that he's the strongest character that we've ever seen in One Piece to date. Our expectations were sky high, to be honest. We knew that we were going to see one of the greatest anime villains ever. We knew that we were going to see a character that had awesome fights, deep character development, and honestly a character that was going to change One Piece entirely. But now that we're post Wano, for you, they kind of live up to all the hype. The little bit of backstory that we do see from Kaido comes at the end, right before he dies, and in my opinion, it leaves a lot to be desired. We see that a young Kaido, he was full of life, and at some point he saw himself as a world changer, as he told Kid. At some point over the years, he learned all about Joy Boy, and he felt like it was his destiny to finish what he started. But over time, he became the opposite of everything that Joy Boy started, which is pretty ironic. Joy Boy is the embodiment of freedom, and Kaido literally oppressed an entire country, and he forced them to smile, as ironic as that is, because Joy Boy obviously makes everybody smile naturally, as we see with Luffy. This is a great setup, but unfortunately, we never really dive into it. I don't know if you're gonna get it in the future or what, but I would love to have seen what made him all depressed and stuff. There's plenty of theories, but really, it's all just headcanon for now. Like I said, once we jump to the future, we see Kaido's all drunk and depressed, and we don't really find out what changed them. I would love to have see what changed them. All in all, I feel like Kaido is all like unanswered questions. Why did he go to Wano in the first place? Why did he want to go to Marine for? What was he trying to do? What was his big goal in trying to start end of the world war against the Marines? Like, I feel like Kaido is all questions. And everything that we do know about Kaido is kind of all just like we're being told and not shown. Like, imagine if instead of us seeing Doflamingo kill his dad or kill Corazon, we just hear about it from other characters. That's exactly what Kaido is. I would love to have seen some more of his feats instead of just being told about it, but that's pretty much all Kaido is. It sucks, but for right now, we just gotta accept it. All right, so I know it's One Piece, and we don't really do death like that over here, but Kaido catching 0 casualties in an entire war is actually pretty crazy. Him and Big Mom alliance was treated like a huge deal by the world government, and they didn't really win any fights or accomplish anything, really. 2 Yonkos getting beat that easily, relatively, is pretty absurd in my opinion. That's my biggest gripe with Wano. I'm not saying the Big Mom fight was that easy, because Law and Kid definitely did struggle. At the end of the day, though, they didn't really take any major damage. No casualties in a whole war on the Straw Hat side is pretty absurd. In fact, I'm pretty sure the only fight that we actually see Kaido win in the series is against the Scabbards. And even then, they were all fine. They all walked away pretty much unscathed. For the strongest antagonist in One Piece, he didn't really feel threatened at all. Especially when 2 Yonkos got beat in a clean sweep like that. Don't get me wrong though, as the obstacle to be overcome, Kaido was goated. His fight with Luffy was one of the best in the entire series, especially in the anime. It was awesome. Character-wise, I feel like Kaido had a little bit more to be desired. He definitely pushed Luffy to new heights, but his role as the final antagonist in a saga that lasted over a decade left something to be desired. His story was full of potential, and it just wasn't realized for me. It left me more puzzled than satisfied. Back to his character though, the most interesting part about him is that he wants to die so bad, but he can't. Like, he wants to go out in a legendary way like Whitebeard or Odin or even Roger, but he can't. In fact, it's pretty ironic that he died in Wano with nobody witnessing it in a volcano where nobody saw it. In fact, he's gonna be an urban legend. When he wanted to go out in an amazing way like Whitebeard where the whole world saw it, or Roger where the whole world saw it, but he died pretty unspectacularly, and that's funny as hell. Like I said before, we never really see what made him like this or how he got to this point. Imagine if he got more flashbacks on how his past shaped his obsession with death, or why he wants to die a warrior's death so bad instead of continuing to live. It would make him just that much more relatable and tragic. I understand not every character has to be tragic and relatable though, but whatever. Compared to villains like Doflamingo or even Big Mom, it just feels a little flat. Like, we see Doflamingo's crazy, sad backstory, and his tragic childhood, or even Big Mom with her crazy personality and personal connection to Luffy. Kaido, he doesn't really have any personal connection to Luffy, and his backstory feels like more of a trailer than a full movie. I feel like Kaido really could have been one of the best antagonists on One Piece, like Doflamingo or Crocodile, with a few changes. Like if he had a deeper backstory, or if his motivations were a little bit clearer, I think he really would have been up there. What changes would make Kaido a better character for you though? Better backstory, better motivation? Let me know what you think. Could a different storyline or a better backstory make him that much more compelling? Let's talk about it down in the comment section. Overall, I just feel like Kaido had a lot more potential that we didn't get to see. But it is One Piece though, and as we all know, One Piece doesn't like to kill characters, so he could come back. Villains do come back in One Piece a lot. Look at Rob Lucci. So we might see him again in the future. But what do you think? Let's talk about it some more in the comment section. And as always, if you like this video, give your boy a like, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.